Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, my name is Kirsty Abiose, and if you are old here, thanks for making it. Today we have a guest here and his name is Edwin. Hello Edwin.
Hi. Hi,
Nice
guys.
having you here.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Who is
Actually, you are welcome.
Thank you. So who
Yeah.
is Edwin?
Edwin Yawasmedu. That's my full name. I don't say much, but I'm a student
Okay.
in Arizona State University, and I also work. Yeah, my parents, Daniel and Letitia, and I have a little sister. That's me, my family, and myself. That's all. Unless you want me to go deep and tell you about, you know.
Yeah, you can tell us about your educational background.
Okay, so this is a big one. I've never said this anywhere before, but I started school in university primary.
Okay.
Yeah, then I went to Najis and Jos when I was in KG. Completed Najis junior high school. Then I went to Presbyterian Boys Secondary School Presec. And I went to KNUSC to do pharmacy, and I dropped
Oh,
out.
why?
It wasn't mine. It wasn't for me.
It
I'll just say
wasn't for
that.
you.
It wasn't for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I had other plans, and then
Yeah.
I had to. I feel like my parents knew I was smart, so in Ghana generally when you're smart, you have to do medicine,
Yeah.
engineering, pharmacy,
Yeah.
lawyer.
Law.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so that's how it is. But then I had different plans. I feel like God also had different plans, and by the grace of God, dropping out has turned out to be one of my best decisions. So that's my educational background. Currently, I'm in Arizona State University online. Yeah,
Okay.
and then I'm working as well. I've already said that, but yeah,
Okay, what course are you reading?
business administration. Yeah.
That's awesome. What principles do you really believe in as an
Okay,
individual?
so I feel like every principle that you are supposed to believe in as a human being is written in the Bible. I'm a Christian, by the way, so yeah.
Yeah.
And there are certain principles God talked about that I feel like they don't apply to just you being Christian. Like example, what you sow is what you reap. If you give, you receive. It's not limited to you being a believer. And those principles are general principles that work.
Okay.
So those are simple principles that I live by. Basic principles that are in the Bible, like what you sow is what you reap. That's what other people will call karma, and then all of those things. But I feel like
Yeah.
all those things are in the Bible. So
Yeah.
basically, those principles I live by. But one of my favorite things I always say is the pure heart will always win. So you have to stay pure, because at the end of the day, if you're pure, it's only God that will know. People
Yeah.
can pretend and all of that, but
Yeah.
the pure heart, truly pure, the one that God can see, yeah, they'll always win. So that's one of the principles I live by.
Okay. So how does this principle get into your way of business? How do
Yeah.
you implement that?
Okay. So I don't just use that. Like I said, I use other principles. So example, um, there's a Bible verse that says the horse is prepared for battle, but
Victory
victory
comes
belongs to
from
the
the
Lord.
Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I take every word. Yeah, victory belongs to the Lord. I'm a Christian. I'm supposed to pray and do all of that. But then the Bible verse also said the horse is prepared. So whatever I'm supposed to do, I have to prepare. So if maybe I want to open a new business, I want to do something, I
Yeah.
read about it, research, ask people that have already done it, go deep, sometimes even work with them, work under them, follow them, do all of that, just to make sure. But not that alone won't suffice. I need the grace of God as well. So I
Yeah.
combine both of those things. An example, like a previous thing I said, the pure heart will always win. I feel like as a businessman, you can't oversee everything you do, in the sense that, let's say you open a running business, you can't be there 24/7. Like right now, we are sitting here, people are working
Yeah.
and things. If they are stealing and whatever, I may find out from accounts and all of that, but you can't really get 100%. You can't
Yeah.
really know everything going on in your business. So if you know you are pure, and then whatever you do, your intentions are pure, whoever you've worked with, you work with them purely, definitely God will not sit there for anyone to just misuse you. Once you are doing your checks and everything, whatever is supposed to be revealed to you will be revealed to you. So those are simple things that I live by, like simple principles that I apply in my daily life, even in school. Yeah.
Okay. So what advice do you have for Christians who are in business?
don't leave out the preparation part, I beg. I'm saying we because sometimes it even happens to me. We tend to be lazy sometimes. It's normal. We are human and all of that. But always prepare. Sometimes when you have a plan, make a head like I'm going to do this. Yeah, then imagination won't kill you. Let me say that.
Yeah,
But make head, but they do no.
it
It takes
does.
a lot of work. Sometimes it's something simple like maybe I want to start selling maybe tea or something. It looks simple. What kind of simple? I want to sell tea. 5 words.
Yeah.
But the tea,
There's
there's
not.
a lot.
Yes, there's a lot.
And yeah, you should know what you're about as a Christian. You should know what you're about. Like, don't settle for less. You're a child of God. You're a daughter of Zion, please. So yeah, those are the
Yeah.
few things I'll say. So,
Okay. So, what motivates you when it comes to decision making in your life, in your businesses? What actually do you lean on to make decisions?
one person, I don't trust anyone, but one person close to gaining my trust is
Okay.
my dad.
Okay.
I trust my dad to help me out. Both my parents, actually. Trust both my parents to help me out in making the best decisions. If it's business wise, I go to my father. If it's emotional stuff, I go to my mom. So both of them have their specialties, but all the time we end up discussing it together. And it's even in the Bible, obey your parents in the Lord.
Yeah.
I feel like they know what's best. Once you paint the picture clearly to them with the experience they have, they will let you know. And then your father is not always your biological father, like in the sense that someone can stand as your father. May I always say I have four fathers currently.
Okay.
I can have more later, but
Okay.
there are people that I go to for specific things, and then they will give me advice, and I'll take my decision. But last, God has the final say. So after they tell me what
Yeah.
I need to know, I pray about it and
Okay.
take my decision.
So, what impact are you making on others?
Yeah, I do what I can. Basically, I try my best to share with others the little things I learn, and also I try my best to push others to be the best versions of themselves.
Okay.
So, like example, down to the things I wear. Today, I'm not wearing anything Ghana made, but
Yeah.
most of the time, I'm wearing something made by a Ghanaian. This I try to represent, impacting the lives of others, like from where I am and all of that.
Okay.
And the people I work with, my co-workers too, I try to let them know what is real and what is not. I don't have that pull him down spirit.
Okay.
You might be way above me, but with the little I know, I can still impact your life. So yeah, I just do what I can. I also have a company that's donations and everything. Synergy Vision Foundation, and check us out too. So
Okay.
yeah, that's how I impact others.
In the next 5 years to come, where do you see yourself in terms of business, in terms of personal
Um,
growth,
that
and all
one,
that?
that one, I think hmm, is a bit personal, but
Okay.
I see myself growing. I can't say what I see myself doing specifically because if I say it, someone write it down. That's this is what he said you do. And the next
And
five
then you've
years,
not done it.
it can maybe God will even change my past.
Yeah.
Because 2 years ago, if you asked me whether I see myself, I'll probably say I see myself as a pharmacist selling something in some shop or something. Because that was what I thought was for me. But
Yeah.
you get it. So I just see myself thriving in everything I'm doing. Whatever field I'll be in, I know I'll be thriving 5 years from now. I'm
Okay.
very certain.
Okay. So, do you have any project, any business that you want us to know about that we can support you? I would actually put the links in the description box so you can actually see them.
Um.
Yeah.
Okay. So. Um.
Any of the businesses that you guys are
Okay.
doing. Yeah.
Okay. So the main thing I actually want to push right now is an event I want to do next year.
Okay.
It's called Raise Jesus. This is the first time I'm mentioning this. I've spoken to a couple of people about it. So God raised Jesus, and then me being a young guy that has, gone to university and then, gone through some small phases of life, small.
Yeah.
I know what goes on and how difficult it is for the youth to connect with Christ sometimes.
Yeah.
So I realized I'm very good at winning people over.
Okay.
Like if I told my friends, let's go to church, I can take like 20 people to church together, like, and they will go. Sometimes people will be like, hey, and then all day way back and all that. So I feel like I can expand and do a bigger thing. So if God allows, next year I'll do something called Raise Jesus.
So that's all that we have to support you on. Don't you
And
have
that's
any
those are
other?
the major things. Aside that, you can eat at Kaizen, you can come and sleep at the seat. Rachel, come and buy food.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you have any construction projects too, you can put me on if I have time. Then
Okay.
yeah, work
That's
on it.
amazing.
Yeah.
What do you have to tell your fellow Christians, as in about life? What life lesson have you learned so far?
Okay. I don't know much. I For my age, I would say I know much, but I haven't been through a lot like most people would say. One thing I would tell Christians is please get to know God for yourself.
It's necessary.
You, I've said something small, but let me elaborate. Get to know God for yourself.
Okay.
Don't know God through someone else. There are people that are sitting in the church every Sunday.
Yeah,
After Sunday, they don't open the Bible.
that's true.
Some open the Bible, but they read the Bible as if it's a storybook. Get to understand God for yourself. You see the way you learn your notes and all of that when you have an exam, you write
Yeah.
down, connect the dots so you pass your exam.
Yeah.
Study the word of God like that. When you pray, tell God to make your testimony. So that when someone asks you, why do you believe in God? You're not going to tell him about Abraham. You're not going to tell him about Isaac. Those are examples that are valid. But you can say, there was this time I prayed to God for this, and He did it. Your life should be a testimony. So please get to know God for yourself. Or else you are just following trend, honestly. Christianity is not a trend, though.
Yeah.
Why are you a Christian? If someone asks you why are you a Christian, what did God do for you to not give up on Him? Why are you still with God? Why are you still on the Christian side? You should have something to say. Don't just go and sit in church. And if your pastor is lying to you, how would you know? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
It makes sense.
please get to know God for yourself.
This brings us to the end of the video. Thank you for joining us to this end. If you are new here, thank you for watching us to this point. And if you're old here, thank you as well. So kindly share, subscribe,
Yeah.
and share to your friends. Is there something you want to tell them?
Thank you for listening to me for almost 20 minutes. You've done well.
Thank you
Please
so much.
subscribe to this beautiful lady's account and turn on the notification button so whenever she posts something,
All right.
you be
Thank you so
notified.
much.